Good morning dear children. In the last video we had started with the lesson Arithmetic Progression, and we had seen how to recognize the list of numbers in AP. Yes, how to recognize the list of numbers in AP? That is, you have to take the difference between the successive terms. When the difference between the successive terms is constant, then the list of numbers are said to be AP. Yes, this is the way you recognize the list of numbers are in AP or no. Then you have learned that when the first term and the difference is given, first term is represented by A and difference is represented by D. So when the first term and the difference is given, how to write the list of numbers which form an AP. Yes, even this you have studied. And you also know how to write the successive terms of an AP when a list of numbers are in AP is given. Yes, you know how to write the successive terms. That is, go on adding the difference to the preceding term, you get the succeeding terms of an AP. Yes, and you have also studied the standard form of an AP. Yes, so today we will study nth term of an AP. What is an nth term of an AP? Yes, now AP are of two types, finite AP and infinite AP. What do you mean by finite AP? As the name suggests, finite. When the list of numbers in an AP are countable, yes, are countable, then the AP is called as finite AP. Infinite AP means when there are infinite numbers in the list of an AP, then that is called as infinite AP. Yes, children? So today we will study how to find the nth term of an AP. Yes? So to find the nth term of an AP, firstly we will write the standard form of an AP. So what is the standard form of the AP, children? A is the first term of the AP. Then A plus D is the second term of the AP. Third term of the AP is get it by A plus 2D. Third term A plus 3D. Fourth term A plus 4D and so on. Now this nth term we have to find. Yes, the first term, that is, we can write it as A1. The first term in an AP is A. The second term is A2. How can you find A2? By adding the difference, constant difference to the preceding term. You can get the second term. Then the third term, A3. How can you find A3? You can find A3 by A plus 2D. When A is given first term, when difference is given, you can find the third term using A plus 2D. Next, fourth term. How to find the fourth term of an AP? Using A plus 3D. That is, A you have to substitute first term, D difference you have to substitute, multiply into 3 and add the both. You will get the fourth term of an AP. Like this, fifth term of an AP, you get it by A plus 4D. Yes, if you substitute the value of A and D in A plus 4D, you will get the fifth term of an AP. Now like this, how to find the nth term of an AP? Yes, how to find the nth term of an AP? The nth term of an AP is also called as the last term, and it may be also represented by N. Yes, nth term, the last term of the AP. Yes. Now you can see, observe here, the first term is A, the second term A2. Yes, the first term is A as it is. Then second term A2. How can you write this A2? A2 I can write it as A plus 2 minus 1 into D. Yes, what is 2 minus 1, children? 1. It is nothing but 1D. That is nothing but D. Yes, it is 2 here, second term. Here to the D value we have to multiply 1. Now it is third term 3. What we have to multiply? 20th term can be find it out by 1 less than 20, that is 19. A plus 19D. Now let this nth term. How will you find the nth term? So everywhere you can see it is 1 less. 5 minus 1, 4. 4 minus 1, 3. 3 minus 1, 2. In the same way, the nth term of an AP will be A plus n minus 1. 1 less than. Multiply to the difference will give you nth term of an AP. Yes? So children, the nth term of an AP is given by an is equals to A plus n minus 1 into D. So this you have to remember, and this will be used in solving the sums. So very important children, the nth term of an AP, that is an, is given by A plus n minus 1 into D. So using this, whenever A or n is given, you can find D. Yes, 4 unknown things are there here. Nth term, first term, number of terms, D. D represents difference. Yes, n is the nth term. A represents first term. N represents number of terms. Yes, n represents number of terms in the AP. And D represents difference. Yes, so using this, out of this 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Any 3 is given, you can find the fourth using this nth term of an AP. So the next exercise what we are going to solve in arithmetic progression depends on this nth term of an AP. So I hope you have understood this. So now let's begin with the exercise. So we have already solved the first exercise. Yes, so now let's move on to the next exercise, that is 1.2. Exercise 1.2. So I will show you few examples. The remaining sums are based on that, so you can solve it by yourself. So you can see the first question in the exercise 1.2 is a table. They have given you a table. Yes, they have given you a table, and in that table they have given 4 columns. One is A, D, N and AN. Last one. Now one is blank in the columns. One is blank. So out of that 4, if one is blank, you can find that using the nth term of an AP. So no need to draw the table. You can solve one by one. So I will show you some example. Now for example, second one. First read second one. It is A. A is given as minus 18. Yes. So whatever is given in the table, you write it. First, what is given? A is given as minus 18. N is given as 10. N represents number of terms. And they are given AN. AN they are given as 0. So what we have to find here? The blank given is in the column D. So you have to find D, that is difference. Yes. So first term is given, N is given, AN is given. So you have to obviously use the nth term of an AP, that is AN is equals to A plus n minus 1 into D. Yes children. So what is AN now? Substitute. AN is given as 0. So substitute 0. What is A? A is given as minus 18. So in place of that, write minus 18. Whatever they have given, just substitute. Plus, as it is, bracket 9, N. N is given as 10. So write 10. Minus 1. Yes. Then D. D, we have to find. Yes, we have to find the value of D. That is difference. Now simplify children to get the value of D. So 0 is equals to minus 18 plus 10 minus 1 is 9. 9 into D, 9D. Minus 18, take on the other side. So you will get 0 plus 18 is equals to 9D. Or you can interchange. 9D is equals to 0 plus 18 is 18. Now you can find the value of D. D is nothing but 18 divided by 9 into D. So it will be divided by. So 9 ones are 9 twos are. So D is nothing but 2. So the difference is 2. Understood children? What is given? You have to write. What you have to find? Use the nth term, substitute the values and find the unknown. Yes? I will show you one more example. Fourth one. Let's see. Fourth one. So in fourth one, A is given as minus 18.9. Then D is given as 2.5. AN is given. AN is given as 3.6. And blank is given in n column. That is, you have to find n. Yes, children? 3 are given. You have to find the fourth one, that is n. So write the nth term of an AP. An is equals to a plus n minus 1 into d. Substitute. An is 3.6. Just substitution. A, what is A? Minus 18.9 plus n, we have to find. Question mark. So write as it is n minus 1 into d. D is nothing but 2.5 children. Yes? Now simplify. Minus 18.9 I can take it to LHS. So it becomes 3.6 minus becomes plus 18.9 is equals to n minus 1 into 2.5. Write as it is. Yes? So what is 3.6 plus 18.9? Add it children. You get 9. 5 point. Yes, 3.6 plus 18.9. 15.12. 22.5 is equals to n minus 1 into 2.5. Now n minus 1 into 2.5 is. So 2.5 take on the other side. Yes, so you will get 22.5 divided by 2.5 is equals to n minus 1. Yes, children? Now, instead of multiplying 2.5 into 2.5 into minus 1, I have directly taken 2.5 on the other side. This is the easier method. Yes, now you can divide. If you have decimals, you can take out the decimals by multiplying into 10 on both the sides. So you get 225. When you multiply by 10, the decimal point will jump 1 digit. Here also 1 digit. So divided by 25 is equals to n minus 1. So now what is 225 divided by 25? 25 ones are 25 nines are. So it is 9 is equals to n minus 1. Now you can find the value of n. Minus 1, bring it on this side. 9 plus 1 is equals to n. That is nothing but n is equals to 10. Yes? So, how many terms are there in this particular AP? 10 terms. When 10 terms are there, its nth term, last term will be 3.6, first term minus 18.9 and difference 2.5. Yes, children? Yes. So, the first main remaining sums, you solve it by yourself. Now, let's move on to the next one. Yes, so the second main is choose the correct choice in the following and justify. Yes, you have to choose the correct option and justify. 30th term of an AP 1074 is. They are given you the AP 1074. Yes, they are given you the AP. It is 1074 and so on. This is the AP given. You have to find the 30th term. You have to find the 30th term. How to find the 30th term, children? A30. How to find A30? 1 less than this. That is A plus 1 less than 40 is 29D. Yes, using this you can find the 30th term. So A is known, given 10 plus 29 difference. How to find the difference? A2 minus A1. 7 minus 10. That is minus 3. So multiply by there, you have to find those missing terms in the AP given. Yes, first one I will show you first. It is 2. This is fill in the box there. You have to fill this one. Next term is given as 26. First term 2. Second term we have to find. Third term is 26. Using these two things we have to find the second term. How can you find now? Third term is given. Yes, that is A3, 26, first, second, third. And what is 2? 2 is first term, that is A. Yes, children? Now, what is A3? A3 is nothing but A plus 2D. How will you get your third term? By adding A plus 2D. 1 less than 3, 2D. Yes? Now substitute in this because A3 is given. So I have written A3 is equals to A plus 2D. Substitute it is 26. A is also given. Substitute 2 plus 2 into D. So when we simplify this, we will get the value of D. D is nothing but common difference. And once we know the common difference, we can write any of the terms of the AP. First term is also given. We can get D here and then we can write any of the terms of the AP. Second term will be A plus D. So first let us find D. 26 is equals to. Okay. So you can subtract here. 2 you can take on this side. It is 26 minus 2 is equals to 2D. Yes, children? 26 minus 2 is 24 is equals to 2D. 2 if you take on the other side, it will be 24 divided by 2 is equals to D. 2 ones are, 2 twelves are. So D is nothing but 12. So we got D 12. A is given 2. So you can find the second term. So the second term will be nothing but A plus D, children. What is A? 2 plus D is difference we have got here 12. 2 plus 12, 14. So this is the missing term of the AP 2, 14, 16, 26. Understood, children? In this way, using the nth term, you have to find the missing terms of the AP. Yes? Let's check one more example. Third one. First term is 5. Second term we have to find. Even the third term we have to find. And the fourth term is given as 9 integer 1 by 2. This is the AP given. You have to find, fill up these two boxes. Yes? So which is this term? This is first term. That is A is equals to 5. Write the given things. Then you will be able to understand what we have to use to find the unknown. Then what is this 9 integer 1 by 2 is? 1, 2, 3, 4th term. 4th term is 9 integer 1 by 2. Yes? Now use this A4. What is A4? A4 is A plus 1 less than 4. That is 3D. A4 is nothing but we can find by using A plus 3D. Substitute term. A4 is 9 integer 1 by 2. What is A? 5. Substitute. 3 as it is. D. What is D? D we have to find to get these unknown things. Yes? So 9 integer 1 by 2 is nothing but you can write 2 as 18. 19 by 2. 5 if you take on this side. Minus 5 is equals to 3D. Now LCM into 2 into 1. 19 minus 10 divided by 2 is equals to 3D. Yes, children? Simplify. 19 minus 10 is nothing but 9 by 2 is equals to 3D. Now 3 take on LHS. It will become reciprocal because it is into. So into 1 by 3 is equals to D. 1 by 2. Similarly, you can find the third term. Third term can be found out by a3 is equals to a plus 2d. Yes children, you can substitute here. A is nothing but 5 plus 2 into d. D is nothing but 3 by 2. 3 by 2. So here 2 into 3 by 2. So 2 will get cancelled. So you get 5 plus 3. So the third term is a. Yes. So you can write here third term is a. Understood children? So in this way you can fill up the boxes when an AP is given with blank numbers. So let's take one more example. Fifth one. The fifth one is first they have given a blank, then next term 38, next again 3 terms they have given blank, and then given the next term as minus 22. Yes children, in this particular AP they have given us only 2 terms, that is second term and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th term they have given. So using this we have to find the remaining. Now here first term is also not given, a is not given, difference is also not given, we cannot find also because successive terms are not there. If successive terms are there we can find the difference, but in this case we cannot find. A is also unknown, D is also unknown. Yes children, so when A and D both are unknown, that time you have to frame 2 simultaneous equations and get the value of A and D. So how to get the 2 equations? Second term is given. So write A2 is equals to 38. How do you get A2? A2 we get it by A plus D. We have learned in standard form. A2 is nothing but A plus D. Substitute. A2 38. A as it is we don't know. B also as it is we don't know difference. This will be the first equation. Yes children. Now next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sixth term is given, that is A6 is equals to minus 22. How do you get the sixth term now in the standard form? A plus 1 less than 6, that is 5D. A plus 5D. Yes children, write substitute. A6 is minus 22. A as it is plus 5D also as it is. This will be the second equation. Yes. So 2 equations you got. Solve these 2 equations simultaneously. You have learned in 9th standard how to solve the 2 simultaneous linear equations with 2 variables A and D. A and D. One you have to cancel, one will eliminate. You can find the next one by subtracting the equation or adding the equation. Now here A. In one equation and second equation A is there. Both are like signs, plus plus. So you have to subtract equation 1 and 2. Subtract equation 1 and 2. Yes, how to subtract? First equation right, 38 is equals to A plus B. Second equation minus 22 is equals to A plus 5B. Okay children, now we have to subtract. So when we are subtracting 2 equations, we have to change the sign first. So this will become plus. This becomes minus and then this becomes minus. So now 38 plus 22, it is nothing but 60 is equals to plus A minus A will get cancelled. D minus 5, D minus, that is 1, now coefficient is there, is 1, 1 minus 5 is minus 4D. So D will be equal to 60, you can write minus to D itself, 60 divided by 4, or you can take minus here also, it's okay. So 4 ones are 4 5. So minus D is equals to 15 or D is equals to minus 15. Yes, so this is you got D value. Yes children, now get the value of A by substituting the value of D in any one of the equation. Anyone you can substitute and get the value of A. So 3, 4, 5. 53. So the first term is 53. Now you can fill up the box here. First term is 53. Second term is 38. Then third term. How can you find the third term? Third term can be found out by A3 is equals to A plus 2D. Yes children? A. What is A? A is 53 plus 2 into D. D is minus 15. So it is 53 plus into minus minus 2 into 15, 30. So what is 53 minus 30? That is 23. Yes children? So the third term is 23. Yes? Like this you can find the fourth term, A4. A4 will be A plus 3D. Fifth term, A plus 4D. Yes children? A and D are there. You can find the, fill up the remaining boxes. Understood children? So the remaining sums, third main, you have to solve it by yourselves. Yes children? Now let's move on to fourth one. Fourth question is, which term of the AP they have given? AP is given as 3, 8, 13, 18 and so on is 78. Which term of the AP? This is the AP. Which term of this AP is 78? You have to find. Which term is 78? Now you cannot go on writing the terms and then see which is the 78th term. No. We can directly do this by using the nth term of an AP. That is an is equals to a plus n minus 1 into d. Yes? So write the given things. This is first term. 3. Then we can find the difference. Difference is nothing but a2 minus a1. a2 minus a1 is nothing but 8 minus 3. That is equals to 5. So the difference is 5 children. Now this, which term is 78 you have to find. So take this as nth term. Nth term is 78. Which term is 78? So you have to find n. N value you have to find. Yes, so write the nth term of the AP. An is equals to a plus n minus 1 into d. Substitute now. An is, which term is 78? Which term is 100? When this type of questions are given, you have to find the value of n. So that what is, which term you have to find, that you have to take it as an. So 78 is equals to a is 3 plus n we have to find, d is 5. Simplify this to get the value of n. So 78 minus 3 is equals to n minus 1 into 5. 78 minus 3 is 75 is equals to n minus 1 into 5. 5 take on the other side, it will become 75 divided by 5 is equals to n minus 1. 75 divided by 5, 5 ones are 5 5s are. So 15 is equals to n minus 1. So n will be is equals to minus 1 on this side, 15 plus 1, n is equals to 16. Yes, we got n is equals to 16. So this means that 16th term of this AP is 78. If you go on writing like this, difference is there 5, 3 plus 5 is 8, 8 plus 5 is 13, 13 plus 5 is 18. Like this, if you go on adding 5 to each successive terms, the 16th term you will get as 78. So you can find it directly using the nth term. Yes, so you should write, therefore 16th term of AP is 78. Understood children? So this is fourth one. Yes? Now fifth one. Let's move on to the fifth one. So what is fifth main? Yes? Fifth main, two questions are there. So you have to find the number of terms again you have to use a plus n minus 1 into d. So write the given things. A is 7 first term. D, difference. How to find difference? A2 minus A1, A3 minus A2. Anyway you can find. A2 minus A1. That is 13 minus 7. 13 minus 7 is nothing but 6. Yes, and this you all take as last term. You have to take it as an 205. Now write the n term. An is equals to a plus n minus 1 into d. What is nth term? Nth term is 205. A 7 plus n we have to find. D is 6. Simplify for n. So 205 minus 7 is equals to n minus 1 into 6. 205 minus 7. What you will get? You will get 108. Yes, children? So 198. Yes, 205 minus 7 is 198 is equals to n minus 1 into 6. Now 6 take on the other side. 198 divided by 6 is equals to n minus 1. Simplify. 6 ones are 6 threes are 18. 1 6 threes are 18. So you get 33. 33 is equals to n minus 1. So minus 1 take on the other side. 33 plus 1 is equals to n. So n is equals to 34. That is the given AP. Find the number of terms in the AP. Therefore, the given AP has 34 terms. Okay, like this you have to solve the sum. So second one, solve it by yourself. Okay children, so this much for today. In the next video, we will continue with the remaining sums.